Hey everybody, back with another informative video for you. And today what I want to do is answer the question, is an IRA the best vehicle for retirement? Let's answer that right now. So what's an IRA? An IRA is an individual retirement account. Individual retirement account. So what was the purpose of an IRA? The purpose of an IRA is because the government want you as an individual to be responsible for your own retirement. Because nowadays pensions are non-existent, right? No pension, and so Social Security is in big trouble. So with Social Security in big trouble and pension is like non-existent, the government wants you to be proactive and take a responsibility for your own retirement, right? So what they're doing, what is the incentive for you to do that? They want you to do that, right? So they give you an incentive. What's the incentive? Supposedly, this is a benefit for you. It's tax deferred. Tax deferred. What does that mean, right? It's deferred. When you defer something, you put it off for later, right? So it's tax deferred. So they tell you that we're going to give you an advantage. We're going to do you a favor. Since you are taking the responsibility as a responsible individual for your own retirement, we are going to reward you with that. And we're going to make it tax deferred. So when you put money in and it's gaining, there's no tax that you're going to be paying for it until later. That's the catch, right? So tax deferred. Now, in today's day with everything that's going on, inflation, they're printing money and all that, right? All the deficit and all that's happening. What do you think is going to happen with taxes? And if I ask most people, they will tell me that in the future, their belief is that taxes will go up. If you're watching this, you're probably thinking the same thing, that taxes will go up in the future. So, taxes are going to go up in the future, but it's tax deferred. Is that really a benefit? So deferred, remember, deferred means we're putting it off till later, right? So you're putting off paying taxes now so you can pay taxes later when it's higher. So is that a benefit? Now they sell it to you as, oh, you don't have to pay no taxes, tax deferred. They sell it to you like it's a benefit, but it's not a benefit. It's actually benefit the government, because who you think is going to pay all that deficit, all the money back that we have to pay to get out of debt and all that? People later. All that tax deferred money, they're going to charge you more later, right? So taxes are going to be higher. So you're deferring your taxes in an IRA so you can pay more taxes later. Is that beneficial to you? No, right? So I would say no. No to that. What other issues do you have in an IRA? It's limited. You can only put certain amount of money per year as an individual. And if you're married, they give you more, so forth and so on. But it's limited, right? And what do you want your retirement to be? You want as much money to go in it as possible. So is a limitation going to help you with wanting much money as possible? No. Limitation. How's limitations going to help you? If they're telling the most you could put in is this, what if I have more, right? Right? And I want to put in more. I can't put in any more because you're telling me there's a cap on what I can put in, right? So the limitation makes it not good. So I say no there as well. What else with an IRA? Typically, it's actually invested in the market, right? So you're going to pay taxes on interest. Taxes on interest. That means the money that you have in there is not all yours, right? So, and remember we said that it's going to be more tax later. So you're going to have to pay taxes. That's not all. Do you want, that lessens your retirement money, right? So you're trying to have as much money as possible for retirement, but if you have more taxes, that's going to take money away from you. So how can that be good for me when the goal for me is to have as much money as possible for my retirement? So no. You pay taxes because of the interest that you're earning. You have to pay taxes on it, all right? And there's also a risk factor. Usually because your money is invested in the market, it's risky. You can gain more, but you also could lose, right? You can't predict how the market is going to be. So it can be good for you and you're going to come out on the positive end, but there's also a risk. So when it comes to retirement money, people want that to be safe, right? So the fact that it's not safe doesn't go with what you want for retirement. You want your retirement money to be safe. You want it to be there for you when you want to use it. Now you can risk other money, right? You can risk taking chances with investments and money you can afford to lose, but you can't afford to lose retirement money. You want that to be there, right? Make sense? So the risk factor. What other reason? The other reason is the threat of it running out. Not having enough. Why is that an issue? Why is that a concern? The concern is because, remember we said that the money is in the market, right? And when people retire and they're done funding, they're done all that, now they want it to be distributed to them. What do you think's going to happen with the money? They're going to take it out of the market because they can't afford to lose any in their elder years. Maybe earlier they could have recovered, but when they're in their retirement years, now it's out the market, so there's no more growth. No more growth at all. It's done growing. And if you have taxes coming out, right, and no growth is happening, you have the threat of the money run out. So because of that reason, it's a no again. So I don't think an IRA, even though it's advertised as, is a great vehicle for a retirement, right? It's not great because the concerns people have in retirement, they want to have enough. They don't want to run out of money. They want it to be safe. They don't want to lose any. And they want to not be killed with taxes. Guess what an IRA does? All those things. So it's actually conflicting, even though it's advertised as a great vehicle for retirement, it's conflicting when it comes down to what people really want with their money for retirement and what their concerns are. So what's your solution? A tax-free, not a tax-deferred, a tax-free vehicle. And that could either be life insurance, or it could be like a Roth IRA or 401k. So over here we're talking about the traditional. Not going to go into it, but Roth basically, the difference between a traditional and IRA and a Roth IRA is that you get the taxes out of the way up front here. You're not deferring any taxes. You pay the taxes up front, and the money that goes into that is post-tax dollars. So you pay taxes on it, and then you put the money in, and then there's no more taxes. I'd rather do that. If I'm going to go with an IRA or a 401k, I'd rather go with a Roth because I get the taxes over and done with up front, and everything after that is all tax-free. Life insurance is really my first choice I would choose because Yes, that's tax-free, but it gives other benefits. It builds really good cash value. It's very safe. Whereas a Roth is still invested in the market, so that still comes with some of the issues that we have here, some risk, right? So this is a better option than the traditional, but life insurance will be my number one option because it addresses all the concern. There's no tax deferred. You set it up right and it will be tax free. There's no limitations in terms of how much money you can fund your life insurance policy. You can fund it with as much as possible as long as you stay within the MEC limit. And then taxes, no taxes, right? You structure it correctly, no taxes, no risk factor. It's safe, okay? Not invested in the market at all. You're growing money and getting interest guaranteed, okay? And then you don't have to worry about running. This is my favorite here. I'm going to actually put lines through it. This is my favorite here. You don't have to be concerned with the money running out because it's not in the market. While you're pulling out your retirement money, you can still be gaining. You're still earning interest. Isn't that wonderful? Let me say that again. While you're pulling out money for retirement in your account, in your life insurance account, or your policy, you're still earning interest. So because of that, you're set up for the money not to run out. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that makes sense. If you do find it valuable, make sure you let me know by giving me a like. It doesn't cost to give a like, right? Give me a like so this video could be seen for others and I can produce more content. Now, if you think others should see it, do me a favor and share it as well. And if you do have a question, make sure that you put it in the comment section, or if there's something that I said that wasn't clear, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. So put that question in the comment section. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so anytime I release a video, you're one of the first to be notified. And before I go, I want to leave you with this. What I've just mentioned, I touch on and a lot more in my book, Get Your Life Together. I actually wrote this book and published it in June. It's available on Amazon. I'll leave a link so you can get your copy, okay? Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.